Have you hit a wall with your running? Maybe your pace has stalled, your motivation's dropped off, you're not making any progress, or even if an injury has thrown you off track. Well, you're not alone and you're not done. Every runner, beginner or seasoned, faces plateaus and setbacks. But here's the good news. These moments don't have to stop you. With the right strategies, they can become turning points for your growth. In this video, we're tackling a common struggle many runners face, and that's hitting a wall in their training. Maybe your pace is stalled, or your motivation is flagging, or you're just not seeing the progress you expected. You might even feel like you're getting nowhere despite all the effort you're putting in. If any of that sounds familiar, you're not alone. In fact, it's something we all go through as runners at some stage. These setbacks and plateaus can be incredibly frustrating. But don't worry, there are ways forward. I've been a runner for long enough to not only have experienced this, but to know how to turn things around. So let's explore what's really going on and what to do about it. Hey, I'm Steve from Run My Way Australia. Welcome to the channel. Whether you're new to running, training for your very first marathon, or simply want to boost your health and fitness, I'm here with the tips, ideas, insights, and motivation to support your self-improvement goals through the power of running. Now let's get into today's video. So let's start with something simple but incredibly powerful, and that's variety. If your runs are starting to feel repetitive, like you're just going through the motions, it could be a sign that your body and mind are craving new stimulus. When we follow the same route, pace, and distance every session, it can lead to what's known as training monotony. And over time, this predictability can cause your progress to stall and your motivation to dip. Your body adapts to the same stimulus and the gains begin to fade. That's why mixing up your routine is often the first step in breaking through a plateau. It's surprisingly easy to get stuck into a repetitive running pattern. Often, it's not apathy, it's just life. Limited time, predictable schedules, the desire to avoid decision fatigue can all lead us to default to the same route, same pace, same time of day. Our minds love predictability, and sometimes we override our physical needs just to get the run done. But over time, that mental autopilot can hold back your progress. What starts as a convenient shortcut can quietly turn into a rut. And that's when we hit a plateau. Not because we've stopped trying, but because we've stopped challenging ourselves. The good news? Breaking free from a running plateau can be as simple as introducing variety. Try mixing in some interval sessions to challenge your speed, or some hill repeats to build strength, or even explore new trails to engage different muscles and your mind. Change the time of day you run. An early morning hit out feels very different from a cool evening or nighttime session. Joining a running group can inject fresh motivation and accountability. Try cross-training with some cycling or swimming or a strength routine to build overall fitness. This kind of variation not only prevents boredom, but also stimulates new adaptations, helping you rediscover momentum and excitement. Here's something that often gets overlooked or misunderstood, and that's recovery. As runners, we often love to train hard, push limits, and chase that next PB. But here's the truth, the real gains don't happen when we're pounding the pavement. They happen in the downtime, when we allow our bodies to rest, repair, and rebuild. It's easy to underestimate the importance of recovery, especially when motivation is high or progress feels urgent. But without proper rest and self-care, even the best training intentions can backfire. If you're feeling stuck, sluggish, or sore all the time, your body might not need more effort. It might just need a restorative break. So if you're constantly feeling sore, sluggish, or like you're dragging yourself through each run, It could be a sign that your body is crying out for more rest. Maybe you've been ignoring that tight hamstring or pushing through a lingering ache. It's common to mistake this grind as dedication, but it could actually be overtraining. When we skip recovery days or overlook the small signs of fatigue, we're not just slowing progress, we're actually risking injury. What starts as a minor niggle can quickly snowball into a full-blown setback, setting you back weeks or even months. Many runners hit plateaus not from lack of effort, but from doing too much too often. So what's the solution? Well, start by giving recovery the respect it deserves. Schedule regular rest days into your training plan, and don't wait until your body forces you to. Prioritise quality sleep, fuel your body with nutritious whole foods, and pay close attention to early warning signs like persistent fatigue or nagging soreness. Incorporate recovery runs, these gentle, short sessions where you deliberately run slow that keep you moving without taxing your system. And don't estimate the power of active recovery. Activities like walking, yoga, swimming, or even a relaxed bike ride can boost circulation, ease tightness, and support healing. Remember, proper recovery isn't time wasted, it's smart, strategic progress. Sometimes plateaus aren't about your body at all. They're about your mindset. You're training consistently, showing up for your workouts, but something just feels off. Maybe without even realizing, you're just going through the motions, or your motivation has just quietly faded. That spark, that sense of purpose you had when you first started, just isn't lighting you up like it used to. This is where goal setting can make all the difference. Reconnecting with your why, or setting fresh, meaningful, and exciting targets can reignite your passion for running. Whether it's chasing a new distance, entering and training for an inspirational race, or simply running with more joy and mindfulness, goals bring your inspiration back to life. So you trained hard, you pushed yourself, and you smashed your first 5K. It felt amazing, like a huge milestone. But then, what's next? Without a new goal to chase, that initial fire starts to cool. You keep running, but the purpose feels a little lost. Progress slows, motivation dips, and the routine that once felt exciting now feels a bit flat. It's a common point where many runners plateau, not because they're incapable, but because they're no longer inspired. Without a clear direction or something to strive towards, it's easy to lose momentum and fall into autopilot. Does that sound familiar? It's actually very common. So this is where the Run My Way Australia goal setting method can really help, which I've designed to help you create goals that actually mean something to you. I'll put a link in the show notes for this incredibly helpful toolset for you. These goals are not just arbitrary numbers or distance targets, but goals that reflect your personal values, your lifestyle, and your deeper why. It could be running your first 10K, or shaving a minute off your 5K time, or simply committing to 3 runs a week. Whatever it is, when your goals feel personal and exciting, motivation returns, and with it, the momentum you need to break through any plateau. Let's take a moment to recap what we've covered. If you're facing a running plateau, these 3 strategies will help you break through with confidence. First, shake up that routine. Break through plateaus caused by monotony with variety. Different workouts, new routes, different times of day to re-engage your body and mind. Really mix it up. Second, prioritise recovery. Proper rest, nutrition, and active recovery are essential for progress and injury prevention. Overtraining will kill your improvement. Third, set meaningful goals. Reconnect with your purpose to restore motivation and momentum. And let us help you figure out some inspirational goals that will smash any plateau you might be experiencing. Together, these shifts will not just reboot your progress, but inject excitement back into your running. Remember, setbacks and plateaus aren't failures, they're just a natural part of the running experience. They're signals, not stop signs. Moments like these are your chance to pause, reflect, and realign with your goals. Instead of getting discouraged, use this time to reset, rethink your approach, and recommit with purpose. You've already taken the hardest step, starting or striving for consistency. Now it's about staying in the game, learning from the tough patches and evolving through them. Progress isn't always fast or flashy, but it's found in consistency, self-awareness, and showing up for yourself, even when it's hard. So what about you? Have you faced a setback or a plateau lately? Share your experience and how you dealt with it. I'd love to hear your story. And reach out to me if you have any questions or other comments you'd like to share. Hit subscribe and come along for the run. I'd love to have you join me. Now, before we wrap up today, let's take a look at where I'm running and what running shoes I'm currently testing. For today's run, I ran along the stunning Hong Kong harbourside. This was a 17k run with absolutely breathtaking views. The towering Hong Kong cityscape on one side, the spectacular Victoria Harbour on the other, and beautiful landscape parks, gardens and paths for running all the way. If you're planning on coming to this vibrant city, do yourself a favour and pack your running shoes. Hong Kong offers an unforgettable experience for runners. Today's run was part of a long-term test of the Saucony Kinvara 15. After hundreds of kilometres, they've held up impressively well. Minimal wear, still responsive cushioning, and great comfort. A reliable, lightweight option for everyday training and for longer runs. Alright everyone, that's going to do it for this video. Thanks so much for watching through to the end. I hope you found it helpful and inspiring. And at Run My Way Australia, running is all about self-improvement, smashing your goals and finding joy in every step. Good luck with your training, stay consistent, and most importantly, enjoy it. I'm grateful to be a part of your running journey, and I'll see you in the next video.